Well, it's time for us to catch up with one of our friends here. Reverend Father Andrew Nilante Campbell is here to tell us about his latest exploits. Now, technically, he's retired from active priesthood, but I think when you're a priest, you don't ever really retire, you know.
Somebody said something. You know Reinhard Bonnke?
Yes.
Reverend Bonnke said that when a jet plane is about to move into the heavens, it doesn't slow down. It rather speeds up. So there's no retirement for the priest.
Father Campbell, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm happy to be here with you again.
We're happy to have you back. You look very well. You look like you're enjoying your retirement.
Yeah, I've also got a parish. I was given a parish in December in New Wager.
Yes.
A small parish, yes.
Okay.
So I'm taking charge of that in my spare time.
Very, very nice. Well, we'll find out more about what you've been up to. And I'm holding a nice program here that says Father Campbell SVD Foundation, Leprosy Advocacy, Street Children Welfare, and Child Health. And it says doing something beautiful for God. And it talks about the launch. What are you launching, Father?
On the coming Sunday,
Yes.
at Christ the King Parish Hall at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, will launch my foundation. Something I've had a vision of for a long time, that I need, the foundation. Again, after getting that call from God 2 years ago on that hospital bed in University of Ghana Medical Center, I was... they thought I had COVID, but I didn't. I had a clot in my lung, and I was pretty bad. I was down to blood pressure 70/30. But I came back to life again, and it was when I was lying in bed, with the heart machine on my right, oxygen on my left, the drip, catheter, everything. That's when I heard a voice. And they said, you haven't finished your work. Go and help the poor. So that's what I want to put into practice. That's what I'm doing right now, is putting this into practice, to spending my life, all the years was left. I asked God to give me a long life so I can finish the work which I want to do. So,
but Father, I'm curious about something.
Yes.
All your life, you've worked for the poor. So what did that sound like? You haven't finished your work. Go and help the poor.
There's still a lot to do. I'm still helping the lepers. I'm helping the street children. I'm helping many people who come to me who are in need. And I don't have the financial resources, you see. Like, I don't get a wage. My parish I'm taking care of, the collection is very, very low. We're a small parish. So I don't get a wage. I don't get any people come and say, here's money. It's donations I get. And I've got many, many expenses. I've had to employ more people now that we've got the new facilities and wage at the new buildings. About 6 people now I've got to pay. I've got the maintenance of those buildings. I've got the transport, bringing people to hospital and back. I've got but some of the children out there who take care of their grandfather, grandmother, we're sending them to school. So if the fees to pay, then the medical is high. Just over a week ago, the eldest member of our community, he's 104.
Wow.
And he had some heart problem. We had to take him to hospital. Within a day or two, I spent 2,000 CDs helping this man. He had to get scanned, this, that, and the other, all sorts of medication. 2,000 CDs, that was just for the first 2 days. And then he's the eldest. And then the youngest one, the picture's on the front there. That's little Priscilla. She's 3. She's the youngest member of our community now. She came from Wa with the grandmother. She has leprosy. Wow. And she came from Wa. And she was she was abandoned. The family wanted to do rituals and get rid of her. The grandfather said she's not human. So we took her. And on the way down, the grandmother was in the bus with this little girl, and they had an accident. And she broke both legs, the grandmother. But thank God the child wasn't harmed at all. So I've all those expenses, and I spent a lot of money, you know, on the grandmother, taking over 20,000. Thank God, you know, I asked some people to help me. The vice president was very generous, also gave me a very big donation towards all of that. And taking care of this little girl, it takes a lot of money, because you have to go to several doctors and one thing. It takes money. You know, where will I get all that money from to look after all of these people? Because I want the best for them, no matter what. I want to make sure that they're never hungry. I want to make sure that I won't deprive them of any medical care. And you know, medical care, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, it's a
Scan, you know, echo, you know, all of these. They cost money. And where am I going to get that money? And as well as that, you know, that's for the lepers. But then, you know, I'm also the street children. You know, I'm also in consultation with the what you call it, the Ministry of Gender and Children, for a plot of land in Osu to start a Mother Teresa Street soup kitchen there. So I'm in negotiation with them that we'll start a soup kitchen there. You know, I need money for that. And then the government has given me 4 plots of land in Adenta for humanitarian purposes. And that's, I want it to be a hostel, to build a hostel there, and workshops for the street children to get them off the streets. All of that takes money. I don't have money. I don't have a wage. You know, I'm always begging.
So this is why you want to establish the foundation, so people can donate and support your efforts. But we see you're doing a lot, though, even without officially launching. Aside the leprosarium, and you've got Campbell Gardens at Anchorful Leprosy General Hospital.
We helped, thanks to the Common Fund. The Common Fund have helped us, you know, in Anchorful, Ho, in Canchina.
Kokofu Leprosy Clinic.
There's so many cases up in Wa. We have to do more work up, more investigation.
Leprosy cases?
Yes.
In Wa?
In Wa, yes. We have to do a lot. That's where this little girl was from. How she got leprosy, I don't know. I don't know, a 3-year-old getting leprosy. I've never heard of that before. And the mother ran away. The mother, she just abandoned her. Grandfather says she's not human. You know, so we have to do more investigations to see what can be done, you know, to help those up and want. So we eliminate leprosy in this country. That's what we want, zero.
All right, so tell us a bit more about the foundation launch. What's the program is going to look like, and beyond the launch, what you hope to accomplish?
See, for the launch, as I say, the Vice President is going to launch the foundation on Sunday. We had hoped to launch a book on Sunday, but you know, about a month ago we decided to ask several people who knew me how Father Campbell touched our life. So we had over 60, between 60 and 70 people who wrote in and gave me, you know, a few paragraphs and a photograph of how I've touched their lives over the years. And it was just on Thursday we put all together, and the printer put all together. But his cost was, I couldn't afford it. I just could not afford it. So I asked for some sponsors. I need people who come, various firms or banks or others will say, look, you know, we'll put in an advert into your book, Father. You know, I need about 10, 15 of those people. So if anybody's listening and would like to, you know, contribute and say, look, I'll help you, Father. I don't have the money. I'll be honest.
About how much are you trying to raise?
I mean,
if you had a ballpark figure.
If I had about 100,000
CDs.
Yeah, I'd be able to cover everything.
So we're putting that out there. If somebody feels moved, and you can donate that, or at least a portion of it.
It's a portion. You know, let's say you've got adverts. We have so maybe 10, 15 adverts, and that we'd be able to do it.
You can do that.
But we've had to shelve. We've everything ready. Everything is ready in the press.
It's just the money.
Just I hadn't got the money.
So if people want to send donations, how can they send
through my Momo.
Okay.
And then on the back of the book there, it's got the Standard Chartered account. You know. So
all the account details are here.
The account number is there.
Okay.
So to be able to donate, to help us. But people have been quite generous. People have been coming to see us at Wage. More people are coming now after the COVID. During the COVID, it was very slow. But now more and more people are coming now. And I'm happy because they meet this child, they meet the old man, they meet others, they interact with them, and they see that they are human. Like, I'll give you an example. One old man came to me about 2 months ago, named Thomas. And Thomas lived up in far in Sinyani, somewhere up there. And his family weren't taking care of him. They weren't taking care of him. They leave food outside the door. He was a cured leper. He's got things, and he's blind. They leave food outside his door. They wouldn't give him water. So for months he didn't have a bath. Didn't have a bath. So he said, you know, he just one day just locked the door, came in the bus and came down to Wager. Can I stay with you, Father? So he's staying with us. And he's with us now 2 months. Now he's saying, Father, now I feel human. Can you imagine? Now I feel human. I feel human. Now, because we take care of him, we brought him to the doctor, we brought him to the optician. We give him, we bath him every day, we give him food and look after him. Now he's happy. He's happy. And he was cold the other day. I went into his room and I was shivering. I said, hey. So I called the nurse. What's wrong? You know, if he has malaria. So I brought him a blanket and took care of him. Now he's happy. He's somebody who takes care of him. No, I feel human. Is this how we treat them? Why do we treat people like this? Unfortunately, you know, it's often the ignorance. You know, we need more, you know, education that these people, you know, they're human. I mean, how can you say this little girl? Look at her, on a beautiful little girl. Baby. I'm sure that this girl was locked away in a room for over a year. She doesn't talk. She does not talk. I'm sure for over a year she was locked in a room and kept there and keep quiet and shut up, you know, and such, you know. And so we're trying to help her now, but she's getting out of herself now these days, you know, little by little, you know, and she's eating well, sleeping well. She loves TZ, you know.
She likes TZ. Okay, so Father, we want to put the information out there for those who want to support you, okay?
Yes.
So the contact details, the Wager Leprosarium, the numbers are there, 0243 657 170. You can visit www.fathercampbellfoundation.com, and it's FR Campbell, okay? Father abbreviated, so frcampbellfoundation.com. And for the account details, there's a Standard Chartered Bank account number. It's the head office branch. The account number is here, 01001 7000 6100. Now, because it's a bit long, we'll refer you again to your website, right? All the information is there. And I'm going to give you one more channel that you should look at. Have you heard of the Chango app? Okay, our friends at IT Consortium, who sponsor a lot of our programs here, have developed an app called Chango, and it's a crowdfunding app that you can send out to people. And they can donate, and you can even put pictures and videos of what you're doing. People can donate, and their donations will be listed, so it's transparent.
Yes.
I'll give you all the information, but that's another avenue for people who want to donate. They can use that app. Okay?
Wonderful, wonderful.
So that you can get a lot more people learning about what you're doing and contributing.
I forgot to mention that I want to give, you know, the residents at Wager a hot meal a day, because some of them, you know, they cannot hold a spoon, you know. And I feel at times they go hungry. So a new Lions Club called Omega, they're going to build me a kitchen.
Okay.
So they're raising funds for a kitchen. And then I want to feed one hot meal a day, so they have something every day and some fruits to go with it. So that's going to be more expenses, but I haven't got the money. But I know the good Lord will take care of me. He's been taking care of me all this time. So
it's not going to stop now.
You know, I just want to read this thing here. This is from Matthew chapter 25, verse 34, 35 and 36. It says, "Then the king will say to those on his right, 'Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world.' He says, 'For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in.'" Look at the strangers that he's inviting in. All, you know, and so, "I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came and visited me." This is, Father Campbell, you are in the scripture. You are in the Bible.
Oh, no, I'm still...
You are in the Bible. It's amazing.
I pray one day I'll be, I want to be a saint like all of us do. We all want to be saints one day. But this is the work God has given to me to do, and I want to do it, and I want to do it well. And I want people to join me, to help me. I cannot do it alone.
You can't.
I can't.
Okay, so on Sunday, 26th
Sunday,
of June at the
yeah.
Christ the King Parish Hall. It's going to be the official launch of the
Yes,
Reverend
yeah.
Father Campbell SVD
Yeah.
Foundation. There's a whole list of who's going to be speaking, etc. There will be an auction, well, fundraising.
Harmonious Chorale will be singing
what
for
people?
us.
Harmonious, yes.
I love them. I love them. They're coming.
fantastic.
Yes.
They're
So,
fantastic. And a good morning to your twin, Auntie Joyce.
Yes. Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So please do support Father Campbell. Again, Sunday, the 26th of June at Christ the King Parish Hall. That will be the official launch. And again, if you visit his website, that's www.frcampbellfoundation.com. You can get all the details to donate. And I'm sure you'll set up a Chango account, so you can also use that to crowdfund and raise
those
some
who'd
money.
like to
We'll
put
show you.
an advert into my book,
Yes, they should
I
get
need
in
because I
touch.
cannot. The book is in the printers. It's right there. I
Sitting
told
there.
them leave it there. I can't afford it. I
Great.
can't afford it. It's too expensive. So I need some help. So any institution, any bank, or any person that would like to put in an advert into this, I'd be very, very happy to help me to print this. So that Christmas, I will launch it at a Christmas concert.
Very nice.
I will launch it.
Thank you,
Thank you
Father,
very much,
for
Father.
joining
Thank
us.
you. Thank you
and
very
God bless
much.
you for everything you do
Thank
to
you.
help others.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for taking. God bless you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.